auditing purposes. Okay, for auditing purposes. If they don't have the separation, they don't know what is what, right? And then when they hit this wallet here, then you can make a withdrawal, meaning you only can make one withdrawal for the day, and this wallet closes until 24 hours. Why? They're managing the flow of money so that you don't pull out more money to cause a problem with the trading, right? So everything's set up for a reason. Additionally, notice that everything is separate. Every activity for each wallet is logged. Date, timestamp, the purpose of the actual transaction, the transaction number, and the amount. It's very easy to audit what's coming in, what's going out, and that's how they have it set up in the back office, and you can see that in your back office. Okay, so this part is really important because this is what's necessary to maintain compliancy. Now, this is what it looks like in your back office: your USDT wallet balance, your arbitrage balance, your dividend, and your privileged wallet. Okay. Now, here's an example of how it works. Client A deposits $10,000 USDT in his or her wallet. Notice term client. What's required regarding the FTC? You got to be a client. Notice that when you signed up in Trage, there was no what? Referral fee. These guys are doing the right thing, right? So you gotta learn how to understand the process. And so far, when I was analyzing this, they're doing it right. He or she transfers 10,000 USD from his USDT wallet to the arbitrage wallet. His or her funds arrive in the Arbitech fund pool on the 21st of April. His arbitrage operation starts the next day on the 21st of April, and then dividends will be credited in the dividend wallet on the 22nd. This happens every single day, Monday through Sunday, consistently, every single day. And who likes to get paid every single day? I'll be the first one to raise my hand and say, I do. Okay? Now, here we go. We're going to talk about client investment packages. I read this because it's really important. Every person involved in Trage Tech platform is a client first. You are always a client, and as such, is not obligated to recommend others. You hear that? You're not obligated to tell anybody anything. However, if you do decide, you can earn like an affiliate with very little effort. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is just do a comparison here. Let's say you went to a restaurant or a movie, and it was the best movie or the best food you ever had. Are you not going to share this experience with the people that you interact with? Of course you are. You got to go down to the 7th Street. That is the Bomb Cafe. Man, it's awesome. You got to do that. And you talk about it, and I got to check it out. And they tell somebody, and then they tell somebody, and they tell somebody, they tell somebody. But here's the thing with that. It's free advertising for the coffee shop or the cafe. Question, do they call you up and say, hey, Mr. Client, we want to give you a commission for referring somebody? Right? Have you ever got a call like that before in your life from a business? Of course not, right? But here's the thing about when you refer somebody. You never know how far it may go. Is that one referral going to be 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people? I'm going to show you exactly how that works. And I'm going to use my account as an example. Okay, remember, I earned my first commission on July the 2nd. Write that down. July the 2nd, so I can figure out my start date. For $2, I remember. Now, here are the arbitrage dividend packages levels. P10, it's $100. They're going to mess up and pay you 4% a month. That's 48% a year. How much does your bank pay you? Your 401k, your SARSAT, your KEO, your TSP. They don't pay you no 4% a month or 48% on your money, do they? What type of place is this? Who pays 48% a year? Hint number 7. Starts with an H, ends with a D. Hedge fund. The P20 $200, 8%, not a month, but a month, but they pay you 0.267% daily. You're making 53 cents. T5, 500, 12%. T10, 1,000, 20%. What? What? Wait a second. I'll put $1,000 in, and they're using what's called a fixed return model. Because they're using a fixed return model, and this is their information, they have to pay you 20% a month, regardless. And I'll show you an example for that. $5,000, 28%. $10,000, 36%. Okay? If you take 10,000, let's go back to $1,000 compounded every day is 10,936. How about 10,000? $10,000 compounded at 36% a month or per day, 1.2%, $3,600 a month. Wait, if I put $10,000 in, I can earn $3,600 a month. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, who does this? Well, to be quite honest, your bank can really pay you 36% a month if they wanted to. They're keeping the rest in their pocket. You don't think they trade your money? After midnight, it becomes their money. Matter of fact, close a business at 5 o'clock, it's not your money, it's their money. Read your contract. And they can do whatever they want with it. Did you know that your banks are doing their trading, making this type of money off your money and give you a piddly 1% a year? Thank you very much. You don't know what you don't know, right? Same with your mutual fund, same with your private investments. If you got investments with other companies, they're making a killing and getting wealthy while you struggling trying to figure out how come I can't make it. Trage has decided to flip the script and give you the money so that in 1 year your 10,000 can be worth $732,000 because you can do what? Compound every single day. It gets better than that. Watch this. Here's an example. As an example, if the company is short on its performance, and let's say you earn 34% for the month in profits, and not the 36% as stated, Trage the company is required to pay the 2% difference from their profits as required to stay in compliance with the SEC. Why is that so? Because Trage Tech uses a fixed return model. They have to do this every month regardless. I love that. Right? Now, some of you are asking, man, how did they ever do this? Well, let me explain to you how they do this. Trage earns 9 to 12% per day. Remember, they made 2.43% in what? 5 seconds. So how long would it take for them to generate 12%? Let's say it takes them 1 day. Give them the benefit of the doubt. So they make between 9 to 12% a day. Their overall expense is going to be 3.6% for paying everybody this amount out. So question, if you subtract 3.6 from 9, do you have more than enough for profit? If you subtract 3.6 from 12, do you still have enough for profit? The answer is yes, but watch this. Every dollar that goes into the fund pool, right, do you know, always returns 1.2% because it's aggregated. That means it's combined. So they're going to always make 1.2%. So that means that if someone comes in at the P10 level, they're only obligated to pay this person 0.136. If you subtract 0.136 from 1.20, that's the spread. Trage keeps that. That's how they make money, and that's why this is what? Sustainable. Long term. You get it? This is where the money is. So a lot of times when people want to, try to speculate, that's impossible. Well, they never asked the right question. I asked a lot of questions, and I got the answers I needed. So that's why I have the ability to properly and clearly educate you. So now you understand that this is not a hoax. It's not make believe. It's not a fraud. It's not a Ponzi. You now understand a little bit of how finance works. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Oh, one last thing here. FYI, the company uses only 5% of the total pool funds. For example, the 75 million, right? 5%, which is 12 million, to generate an average of 12% per day to cover all expenses. They're able to cover your payout plus bonuses and run the company. Okay, so that's how they do it. So it's nice to know and refreshing that they're never putting all of your money at risk. Only 5%. That's how you trade. That's how you make money. That's called funds management. Now, now we're getting into the good part. So for those of you, you may want to take a seat, may want to put your seatbelt on, because I'm going to take you for a ride that's going to blow your mind. Okay? Remember, Trage is a what? Hedge fund utilizing an MLM model to market its business. So they can disrupt the market and give everyone the opportunity to become wealthy. Remember, he said democratizing access for everyone to become wealthy. Hold on and let me back it up with words. So, how much do you want to earn, right? So, I'm going to say some things here that you guys may think I'm crazy, but to me, I just had to pitch things a different way. Some people say, I want to earn a ridiculous amount of money, right? That means they want to make a lot of money. Those people that are a little bit more refined say, I would like to make a significant amount of money. Then there are those that are super urgent. I prefer to make an astronomical amount of money. Now, all these three sound the same, right? Normal or average, absolutely absurd, normal and average. Now, when I was sitting there analyzing this compensation plan, and I was comparing what it, based on what it can do, and actually compare it with my own personal experience of what I'm doing, I said there has to be something more than this. And I came up and I found the word. It's called titrational. Titrational. Titrational is something that I'm going to explain to you. It describes incomes that are far beyond what is considered normal times 10. But I'm actually lying to you because it's actually more. This is the only time I'm going to lie to you. You know why? Because when people think of money, they think of the base times the exponent. The base times the exponent. Titrational means this. It's multiplying your money exponential by exponential, exponential. So I now just taught you a new word, right? Titrational, testosterone, right? I mean, it's just, this word is it's hard to say, but guess what? You're going to learn to love it. I love this word because I see it working for me and my family. Okay? Watch this. Now, as an affiliate, right, you are obliged to climb the ranks of 6 different positions that can provide you with additional income at your own pace, as there are no time requirements or restraints. Pretty cool, right? Right? You can do it on your own at your own pace. Now, there are 4 ways to strategically earn money. There are 4 ways to strategically earn money. 1, you are a client first. Number 2, rank dividend percentage. Number 3, dividend level percentage. Number 4, rank dividend organizational. Okay? Now, everything we do here is based on what? It's based on a percentage. Okay? So we're going to talk about that and we're going to dig into it. Now, here is the structure. Here is the structure. This is what we call rank dividend qualification. You're going to love this. So if a person joins the program and they want to promote, if they have invested as a client $500 in their own personal wallet and they refer 2 people for 500 or 1 person for 1,000 or 5 for 200 or 10 for 100, it still meets the required volume first level. This means that this person has to refer enough people to put $1,000 on their first level. Okay, so this is basically funds that have been deposited in the fund pool. Okay, team requirement is 0. Don't need to do anything. The rank dividend percentage is you get 1%. Now, what does that mean? That means that if on your first level or more, and there's $1,000 that derives from the people that you referred on that day, you're going to receive 1% of $1,000 from the dividend. That was deposited, not what they deposited from their dividends, what they earned every day. You'll make $10. $10 times 30 is 300. Now, I want you to think about this. I'm using an example, and I'm going to show it to you. Should I show it to you now? Should I show it to you later? No, we'll do it. So basically, think of the example when you referred someone to a movie or a restaurant, right? And that person told that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, right? You don't know how far down it goes, right? But wouldn't it be nice if you got $1 for every person that you referred, that they referred to in perpetuity? Would that be cool? Guess what, people? This is exactly what this is. You earn 1% from your whole entire organization from level 1 to it ends. So whatever profit that's earned for that day, let's say 100,000, and you only put in $500 and your first level is 1,000, you make 1% of $100,000 in dividend. So 1% of 100,000 is what? Is that like $1,000 a day? Because people referred other people and referred other people and referred other people. So $1,000 a day times 30 is $30,000 a month. What? Yeah, it's like that. Have never heard such a thing in my life. But if you mess up and want to build and refer others by simply saying, hey, do you want to make 20% a month on your money? Who's going to tell you no? You want to make 28% on your money every month? Who's going to tell you no? Who wants to make 36% on their money? Who is going to tell you no? Everybody wants to make that type of money. So that means that you could, by default, you can recommend 3 people by messing up. And if you continue to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right, as a regional director, you must deposit $50,000 in your wallet as a client. But you're making 36% a month on $50,000, which is not bad. It's over $15,000 a month. What? That's right. You forgot you get paid for being a client, right? And then you must have on your first level a total of $150,000 of people that put money in the fund as well on your first. These are requirements. These are requirements, right, for a regional director. And you got to have 3 divisional directors. You got to have 3 of these, right? And for doing so, watch this. You don't get 1% of the 100,000. You get 20%. So 20% of 100,000 is $20,000 a year? No. A month? No. A week? No. What did I tell you? We get paid what? Every single day. So I'm getting paid 20% every single day off everybody in my organization from the very first level down to the very end. What is this? This is amazing. This is going to allow people that could not be successful in this industry, that could never make money, but now guess what? They can make as much as they want to. And the best part about all this, you guys, is still in pre-launch. You hear what I said? It's still in pre-launch. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. Very. Now, the cool part about this company, which I find is just, these guys get it. They get it. What does that mean? That means that whatever amount you deposit, now we're talking about your dividend level volume percentage. So I think everything gets volume, right? Because based on a percentage, but your deposit determines how many levels you go. That's it. So if I put $100, I'm only going to qualify for level 1. But I'm going to earn 12% a day from everybody that I referred on my level 1. 12% a day, that's obscene. If you put $200 in, you qualify for levels 1 and 2. 12 plus 8 is 20%. What? 20% a day? What? That's is that insane or what? Watch this. 500, 1 to 4, 1,000, 1 to 6, 5,000, 1 to 8, 10,000, you qualify for all 10 levels. That is a requirement for 10 levels of pay. That's a total of 35% a day off 10 levels off everyone's profits that are compounding. What? Wait a second. This is straight stupid. when I saw these guys, I'm like, hold up. I may be running a hedge fund, but the mama didn't raise no fool. As a matter of fact, when I was at this part of the presentation, I got 2 phone calls. I got 1 phone call from Ray Charles. He said, Sean, do you see this? I'm like, what? Ray Charles, what are you calling me for? I'm like, hold on, man, hold on. I got a call coming in. Click it. It's Stevie Wonder. He goes, bro, do you see this? I'm like, yeah. He goes, bro, you better get in while you fit in. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you know what? If they can see it and call me, I'm in. I am in. Definitely, I am in, right? So you may be lucky and you may get a phone call from the 2. You won't be surprised if you do. You know who it is, right? They're going to ask you, did you see the presentation? Did you understand what's happening with the presentation? Do you know you can change your life if you open up your eyes? I'm blind and I can see, brother. Can you see? Man, come on. I'm excited. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example. This is really, really important, okay? Now, we've taken all that information. We know how to get down to level 10 by just simply by making a deposit as a client, okay? We also know that that's also going to qualify you for levels. We also know the total percentage you're going to earn. If you add 12% plus 8 plus 5 plus 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, that's 35%. Okay? Watch this. If we just say simply take levels 1, that you have earned $1,000 in volume, right? So that means $1,000 in profits were made that day. Okay? And do the same thing down 10 levels. That's a total of $10,000. Remember, you get 35%. 35% of $10,000 is $3,500. What? Not a week, but what? Per day. That is per day. Wow. That is awesome. Now, let's take it one step further. We're going to use the law of telling people. You tell 1, 1 tells 2, 2 tells 4, 4 tells 8 of doubling, 8 tells 2, 16, 32, 30, 64, 128, 256, 512. Isn't that how it works, right? Progression, right? From top to bottom, it expands like a pyramid, right? But here's the difference. This is all profit. If your organization, 10 levels, generates a total of 1,023,000, you earn 35%. You're now making $358,000 a day. What? You got to be kidding me. Who can do that? For people that are paying attention, you see, here's the thing about me. I love numbers. Numbers don't lie. Documentation beats conversation all day long. Is it possible for you to do this? Can you do this? Can anyone on this phone call do this? Within a 20-day, 60-day, 6 months, 1 year? Of course you can, right? It's progressive. It's going to happen, right? So now I want you to keep that in mind, because I'm going to come back to that one slide. Okay, keep that in mind. So here's an example of what kind of happens, right? So client B has $500, right? $500. They qualify for levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Simple. $500. Boom. I qualify for 4 levels just by putting $500 in. That's easy qualification, right? Now what happens is level 1, 12% of 200, 240, 8% of 4,000, 320, 8,000, right? 5% of that's 400. The reason why I did this again, so you can see the math. So those people that may not be that Yeah, I mean, understand numbers. I made it real simple for you because that was a lot over there, right? Level 4, 16,000. You're earning 2% of that, right? So 2, 4, 8, 16, right? This is what you're earning. The total you're making here is $1,280. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. This can be one leg. This can be two legs, or it can be three. What's actually happening here? You take leg number 1, leg number 2, leg number 3. You count everybody on level 1. You add up all their profit for the day, and it totals 2,000. You get 12% of that. Same for level 2, 4, and 5. Now, if you're making $1,200 a day, how much are you making per month? $38,400 a month. What? $1,280 a day. How much is that a month? $38,400 a month. I didn't stutter. Question: when was the last time you made $38,400 a month from a real business that's registered with the SEC with a real business plan? Basically, a hedge fund trying to utilize an MLM concept to make you rich. I don't need to say any more. Now, talked about this. This is basically the structure again, how you get qualified, right? So those of you that want to look at this, there is a good way and a better way or a bad way to do it. So for me, you guys, when I joined this opportunity, the thing that got me was when I saw level 1, 12%, because I was in a previous program where they were paying me 5%, and I brought in a whole bunch of people. And 9 months later, I was making $50,000 a day. So I understand compounding, to understand numbers, understand 5%. Well, if I do twice as many people or the same amount of people, instead of getting 5%, and I can make 12% in 9 months, I should be doing about $100,000 a day. So that's the part I flocked to. I gravitated towards that, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happened here. So I'm going to bring up my web page and my internet again. Hold on one second. My browser here. Can you guys see my page? I bet you can. I think I am. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to log in. Okay. Now, this is really, really important because, oops, go back again. I'm logging in. Now, when you first log in to Trage here, do note it is very, very finicky. What I mean by that is you got to do it slow. So I'm going to log in here. Now, again, I'm showing you this not to try to impress you, but to impress up on you. Okay? I joined this business. I'm going to show you everything. I always tell the truth like George Washington. I can't tell a lie. I'm going to log in. It let me in. Yay. Okay, now, watch this. I'm going to go ahead to my referral section here. Okay? And I want you guys to reflect back. Oh, before I do that, let's go to my wallet. So let's go to my Arbitrage wallet. Let's go to my dividend wallet. I'm going to show you this because this is the truth. Okay? So we're going to go back here to my Arbitrage wallet, and I'm going to show you where I made my first day worth of money. Here we go. Okay? Here we go. We're getting closer at the very bottom. Okay, so you guys know what I'm going to share with you is true. Okay? Here we are. Here, make it a little bit bigger so you can see. It's real down at the bottom. Here we are. So I got my first commission on July the 1st, 2024. So that means I've only been involved with the business for how many days? 26 days, right? Here's my Arbitrage dividend, no remarks. Here's my USDT. I made $2. Okay? Now, do you remember I told you when I saw this opportunity and I got a phone call from Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder? They said, can you see this? Let me show you how clear I did not understand, but I overstand, right? So I went out here and made a mistake, and I did this in my first 26 days. So what you are seeing here is my first level people on my first level. This is not my downline. This is my first level. Again, it's not my downline. It is my first level, my level 1. It's my level 1. 45 people, right? Now watch this. I'm going to show you what happens on my level 2. My level 2, I have my friend, she got 23 people on my second level. I got 23 people on my second level. Let's go a little bit further and dig in here. Hold on. I'm going to show you this for a reason. Let me find another person in here that's doing something. Look for a guy I like. I wish we'd change the colors on these things, but right. Here we are, right here. This is another guy I brought in who's on my first level. This guy brought in 34 people on my second level. So let's go ahead and keep track of that, because that's 23 on my second level, plus, what's that, 34 on my second level. Watch this. Let's go down a little bit further. I'm going to show you this real quick. And I'm going to show you this is going to blow you guys away. Here's a guy that is on my second level, but he's brought 31 people on my third level. So I got 45 on my first. I have a total of, this is 57 people on my second, and I got 31 on my third level. I'm not done yet. Let's go for one more, and then I'll leave from here. Okay, and let's go. Think of this guy here. He does have a bunch of people in it. Yeah. Where's he at? Oh, right here. This guy here. This guy here, level 3, has 18 people on my fourth level. That's 18. Okay, that's 18. So this is add up just now. Mind you, these are only what, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5 people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 people total in my organization. But if you add up what they did, I have, let's see, 15, 16, 1, 5. That's 10. So I have just from 4 people, I have a total of 106 people on my level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. I'm sorry, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4, respectively. Now, let's go back to the presentation. Let's go back to this slide. Let's go ahead and show this slide. Let's go back and show, is it possible that a person could join a business and be in for 26 days and achieve this here? Not only did I achieve it, I exceeded it beyond your wildest imagination, which means if I did that, that means that in about 9 months, my income should be tetrational. Exponent to the exponent to the exponent. This is what you call the type of money that you can even imagine. Not to mention the fact that the rate of return we're getting every single day. So is it possible for a person who sees a business opportunity, and this is what I told myself, I go, do I want to build this business or do I want to launch this business? I'm going to commit for 90 days and give an all-out effort. Now, is that an anomaly? Well, I'm going to tell you one other thing here, and this is going to actually blow you away. Again, I'm just saying this to impress you. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. Your action and your activity and your ability to do, who cares if a person lost money today, last week, last month, it doesn't matter. What you're not asking yourself is that person's desire to continue to move forward, because they know that if they don't do anything at all, they're not going to make it at all. They want to be in their 60s and their 70s and their 80s trying to figure out how to make a sandwich. The economy is bad. The inflation is eating everybody up. You don't want to get a third and fourth and fifth job and then you be away from your family. Then that causes more problems. People want something passive. They want something real. They want something legitimate, right? So guess what this company has done? They've provided the best business opportunity that I've seen in my life for 36 years, and there is nothing, there's not one business out there right now that's going to pay me the type of money that I'm going to get. And believe me, it'll be more than $358 a day. I just showed you between 3 to 4 levels. I have over 106 people. So wait till their money starts to compound at 36 and 28 and 20% per month, paying daily. Yeah, can you say to Tetris? Can you say to Tetris? That means that's ridiculous. That's beyond your wildest comprehension. Who can make that type of money? Is that possible? Yes, I can. Why? Because I'm in a hedge fund. Come on now. Watch this. Let's go a little bit further. We're not done yet with the money. We're coming back to the money. This is the fourth way. If you happen to be a divisional director and you have teams 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, each team, each leg, think of one leg. This leg has 500,000. This other leg has 400,000. This other leg, who's a director, has 300,000, and his team 4 has 400,000. This guy's an unranked director. He's still trying to make it to the ranks. About 25% of this 500,000, excuse me, is about 125,000. You make 5% of 125,000 because you are now a division director. That's $1,875. This other leg has $400,000 in it, right? 25% of that is about 100,000, and you're making 5% of that. You're making $5,000. Team 4, another director, he only has $300,000, so 25% of 200,000 is 75,000. You're making 5% of that. That's 3,750, right? Then team number 4, not a director, he has about $400,000. 25% of that's $100,000. You're making 15% because that person's not a director, so you get the complete 15%. 15% of 100,000 is $15,000, right? So how much money is this? It's going to be roughly around $24,375 every single day. What? If you don't see this, and I'm be surprised none of you get a phone call from Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, this is the best program I have ever seen in my life. There is nothing that comes close to this. I don't care if you're the CEO of freaking Amazon. These numbers are crazy. Now, let me add some more fuel to the fire for a lot of you. The company's goal is to do what? Follow industry standard, right? And who are they following? They're following PIMCO and BlackRock. Those are what called what? Hedge funds, right? And today we kind of had a discussion about that. Do you know the total asset value for BlackRock under management, assets under management, is 9.1 trillion. Wait a second, 9.1 trillion. Where's Trage? Oh, we're just at about 100 million. Blockchain is 92.5 billion. But see, they're trading currencies and fiat. These guys are focused on cryptocurrency, where it's new, uninhibited. They can trade money without being concerned about manipulation, right? This thing is insane. Now, watch this. This part here is going to blow you away. Again, another hint. What company do you know provides you a diagram of the flow process? All the other businesses that you've been involved with don't do this. I know that for a fact. But here we go. You're a member of Trage. You register for an account. You have your USD wallet, so you transfer funds here, and then you take the funds that are transferred from your USD wallet into your Arbitrage wallet. These funds are then transferred to the Trage capital pool. Remember, no more than 5% of the value is ever traded. Then it uses Arbtech to trade the funds. These funds go to the crypto exchange, After 1 day, the profits are turned here and they are distributed. Now, watch this. Let's talk about sustainability. Remember, 80% of the profits go into your dividend wallet. Watch this. The 20% difference goes to the members to support level dividends and rank dividends. You guys see what happened? So 100% of the money is being given to the members. What? This is insane, right? So that concludes the presentation.